Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Munch's Odyssey. Last time, when we were Abe, we got through the rest of the spruce shrub forest, and we just got our way there. And I guess we're going to be at the big well pretty soon. Meanwhile, we cut back to Munch here in Vykkers Labs, and we kind of learned the story and the deal here, being that although Munch's lungs are apparently worth a fortune, the Vykkers, Irwin and Humphrey, wow, that's twice I had to see two different Irwins in two different games. Humphrey put on a sonar device on Munch's head, with his plan being Munch will go out and retrieve any traps with critters in them to bring back to them for research and development and for more money, more moolah. It's flawless, he says. However, Munch is able to shoot electricity out of it, and with it, was able to free these little guys known as the Fuzzles. Now that he has the loyalty of the Fuzzles, well, today we're going to see if we can get through.
Munch, get out of here! Save the rest of those Fuzzles and find your way out of Vykkers Labs!
We go through here, I believe. Oh no, we don't? It says exit, though. Hold on, there should be something funny. Like, it says exit, but it says no, like, no Fuzzles through, or no Gabbits allowed, or something. I can't get the camera to look at it. Alright, well, Munch plays differently than Abe, obviously. One of them being is, you could see... Oh, this is it. No exit. Vykkers only. Munch's head port zap. Cage Fuzzles need your help. Stand next to them and press the square button to zap open their cages. Moment you free a Fuzzle, it will follow you automatically. You can still command them and tell you to stay or follow. Like so. Let's get as many of these little guys as we can, because we're going to need them. Sonar. To locate Fuzzle cages, use Munch's special button. Press L2 and R2 to activate his sonar. When Munch's sonar reveals a Fuzzle cage, he will point in the right direction. So as you will see here, clearly yes, but if I were to... like so. If you press R1, some little sparks will come out of Munch's head. This will allow him to kind of shoot electricity, but the problem is it only works at a later point. So, but just a little something to keep in mind. Munch can jump, and to be honest, I think he jumps a little better than he does with moving, because as you can see, Munch is a little slow, and that flopping noise can be a bit annoying to hear. Okay, so here's the thing. We got that guy up there. Those are not Vykkers. They are technically referred to as interns. If he sees us, he's gonna attack, so I need to get as many Fuzzles ready and catch him off guard.
Get him! Get him!
I can't fight, but I can watch. Good job, you did it. This was probably going to tell me about attacking them. Get Munch to order his Fuzzle pals to attack this annoying intern by first getting their attention, and then press such and such. So now that we got them, Here's the thing. Fuzzles can die. They can die from enemies or any other little hazards there are. And they're important because, much like with Abe saving Mudokons, you can save them with Munch. So, if you want to get the best ending you want, you need to save everything as best to your ability. Which brings up the karma mechanic that I will talk about in a moment. Oh, here's something funny. So, if you ever want to replay the messages the shaman tells you, you gotta stand in the outer circle of the ring. But if you're in the inner circle, where the blue magic is from,
Outer ring, stupid! Stand in the outer ring!
that's just funny. All right. Oh, excuse me. So, this thing. Rescue portals. Press X to get press square to get Munch to activate this rescue portal. All nearby Fuzzles will leap into freedom. Rescue Fuzzles to increase karma and get a spoof bonus too. Yep, there's Munch has rescued Fuzzles. Rescuing Fuzzles gives Munch karma. The more Fuzzles, the more karma. Get it? And every Fuzzle you rescue, you get 2 spruce out of. So, 18 of them have gotten away. And wow, that's quite a lot. Are we not missing any? Not that I want to really do any backtracking in here. But, again, if you want to get the best of everything, you have to rescue all the Fuzzles. And by extension, when it comes later, that is, we'll have to save all the Mudokons. What's this? Oh, that's where a Fuzzle cage was. Oh, yeah, that's why. So, if you press L1, Munch will hop slowly, but I don't know if it counts as sneaking or not. I don't think it does, but it might. Come on, jump over that. Don't tell me there's an invisible barrier. Apparently there is, okay. And I don't see any other cages up here, so we're good to go. So yeah, there we go. I do at least like that if you go up slopes and down slopes, as either Ape or Munch, their speed does increase accordingly. So we got that. What does this say? Employee status signs. Behind Munch is an employee status sign. Look for these signs to see how many of Munch's furry friends need to be rescued, and how many more enemies are out to get Munch. And by extension, for Abe at least, it will tell you Mudokons that need to be saved and other such. So, let's keep on going. So there's 2 more Fuzzles that we need.
Hey, Munch, you get good karma for rescuing Fuzzles. Save as many of those little fuzzy fellas as you can. The more you leave behind, the worse your karma gets. And trust me, you don't want bad karma.
Yeah, you do not want to have bad karma. So, here we go. I was just talking about this a moment ago. The Zap Vendo. Boost Munch's head port zap into a full-fledged lightning bolt with this special zinc and iron fortified sports drink. Press R1 to zap your enemies. It lasts for a bit, and it is useful to have. Using it in combination with Fuzzles is a good way to get your to get down on enemies. Enemies do take a lot of zaps. There we go. And because as you're zapping enemies, you're actually pushing them with Munch, you can potentially push them into hazards. Okay, as much as I would want to have you guys fight for me...
You better stay here.
I know, but I need you to stay where it's safe. I don't want you guys dying on my watch. Oh, big fall, but anything to get closer. Luckily, these interns do not have weapons. There are different enemies that either are armed or unarmed. Unarmed enemies don't do a lot of damage. Enemies that are armed will do more damage. It depends on their weapon, though. Sometimes they have melee weapons. Sometimes they'll have guns. It just depends on the enemy and their weapon. I think there's... Oh, there's two of them down there. So the way we'll have to do that is we'll have to have the Fuzzles attack one of them, and then I have to take on the other. Oh, if you do this... Yeah, none of the Fuzzles will react to that. Man, it's really dark looking. Like, at least on the laptop, on the screen, it looks dark. But yet, on my TV, it looks nicely lit. So, all I could say is that what you're seeing is not what it normally looks like. We got them! Yay! And nobody died. Let's see. I can't exactly see well up ahead. We got more interns, which is not a good sign. We're probably gonna lose at least one or two Fuzzles without meaning to. This is where quick saving comes in handy, because if you don't want to lose, well, your life, or more importantly, you don't want to lose any Fuzzles or Mudokons, it's always good to quick save. Because once you quick save, if you're in a situation you don't like, uh-oh. Did we not lose any? I hope not, because I think I've never lost any of them. Well, I mean that as in, I don't think I've ever been through this without losing at least one or two to these fights. We might have one more intern to fight on the other side of that door, though. I don't see anything, so... Alright, get on through, be free. So how many was that? The Quarma Halo. So has Munch been doing the right thing? Check Munch's Quarma Halo by pressing circle. Red and jagged is bad. Gold and straight is good. Well, that looks good to me. We got them all. That's great. Because like I said, I've never gotten through this in one piece without losing at least one or two of them. That is great. Oh, water! So, Munch's Oddysee has water, obviously. And if Munch gets in water, as you can see, he takes it like a fish. Well, I mean, because he technically is a fish. Creature thingamabob. Let's keep on going. Enemies, on the other hand, when it comes to water, not so much. The hydroponic vats? I would want to say hydraulic, but hydronic, whatever. Let's just...
Swim for your life, Munch. Oh, and watch out for those slugs up ahead. Later.
Thanks. I was gonna say, let's just make a little bit of progress and then we'll stop. Swim for it! Guide Munch through these treacherous waters by jumping into water wells. So yeah, if enemies are in deep water, they die. They drown. There's no swimming enemies. You will encounter hazards in waters, though. Mainly mines. Oh, try again. We're gonna need some spruce. When it comes to spruce with Munch, try to always have a bunch of it on hand, because there will be a lot of times where, unlike Abe, Munch cannot regrow spruce, obviously, and you don't want to waste it. The hydroponic vats. The Vykkers have been growing spruce shrubs in these vats, for medical purposes only. Help Munch collect all the spruce shrubs in the area. You're gonna need them. Well, that's what I was just kind of talking about. Restricted area. I'm sure we can get behind it. I bet you if we jump in that vat, it might take us to the restricted area. Oh. Maybe not, but let me find out where it takes me then. Great. Lots of spruce. No, I can't reach that, so let's keep going. I might be able to get through this level in just a few more minutes. Like, it's not that long of a level, but... Just know that as you go through these levels, you might go through some levels that have no Mudokons or Fuzzles. And speaking of which, we got ourselves a problem, so... We really don't have a means of fighting back against this slog. I mean, we could still try collecting spruce, but it won't do us any good.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, it just puts us back in the water. Okay. That's like a dolphin show. I mean, technically, gabbits are more or less just dolphins. Well, they're more along the lines of being a fish dolphin with some amphibian traits in them. Bad Sloggy. By sensory deprivation and poor sanitation, the Vykkers have created a breed of hyper-vicious sewer slogs. Avoid them by jumping. Okay, water here is deep enough for Munch to swim in. But the slogs are going to be chasing us. I don't know how much spruce we're going to need, so let's just try to get as much as we can. Oh, well, we definitely have enough. Munch, if not, if you don't have enough spruce, you gotta go back and get some at least, but luckily we have enough. And there we go. That's another level down. Yeah, I like how through those tunnels, it's literally just a painted wall. The fluoride tanks, and this is where I'm gonna have to stop. Oh, this music. Music in Munch's Odyssey is okay in some areas, but I like this one. You'll hear this quite a lot. Nothing? I thought the shaman was gonna show up and tell me what to do. Well, alright then. Oh, and now that we've talked about Kwarma, at least for Munch's case, anytime you check your Kwarma here, oh, it also says by rescuing Mudakan scrubs and labor eggs, which is something I really don't want to talk about. There's also fuzzles here. Each level, you'll know if there's something to save when you see that. So there's 13 fuzzles in this level. As long as you can keep that bottom line on either side, if you want bad Kwarma, that is, you don't have to worry about rescuing everything, as long as you can just keep that icon on one of the ends. Alright, well, that'll do for this episode of Munch's Odyssey. Join me next time as we help to continue to get Munch out of Vykkers Labs now that we're in the fluoride tanks. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time.